When you've been injured in an accident, one thing leads to another. Your injury leads to treatment. Treatment leads to hospital bills. Bills lead to debt. Debt leads to stress. The advocates can help relieve that stress. Having an advocate attorney on your side leads to faster resolutions, fair outcomes, and a peaceful recovery for you. You deserve an advocate.
This is The Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find The Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, The Monty Show with Trav, live on Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. As always, we are presented by The Advocates at theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business, 24/7, 365 at theadvocates.com. Always a pleasure to be with you. Huge day one, a Big 12 Media Day yesterday. I think, as much as Texas Tech wants to be the aggrieved party, as I said yesterday on Twitter, which lit some folks on fire. And listen, that's going to happen when you're victims and Brandon isn't on your team anymore. But I did think it was interesting yesterday that we kicked off Big 12 Media Days with so much furor over one dude asking what amounted to a hit piece type question. And, Brett Yormark just wasn't having it. And I thought it was fascinating the way that everybody reacted. Were you surprised that right out of the gate, Trav, that they were, what's wrong? You're shaking your head.
Just can't help yourself, huh?
I literally texted Jake yesterday. Hey man, I know it annoyed you. I called you Trav today. I'll never do it again. That lasted 2 minutes. But the point is, less than a minute, actually. The point is, Jake, were you surprised there was so much vitriol from Texas Tech fan yesterday over the way that Brett Yormark handled that question?
No, I mean, I think Tech fan wants Brett Yormark to admit something that's just not true. You have Tech fan on Twitter yesterday criticizing Brett for the monster deal, the handling of the Sorsby situation. Like Tech was just going after him all day long during media days. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand why it's so difficult to understand that you can't bet on your own team and also play in the game. Like that doesn't work, man. You don't, that's like, I guess I just thought that was an obvious like line that you don't cross, right? Like there are things in life that you don't do. And that's one of those things. And until Brendan Sorsby, I feel like everybody and their mom agreed upon that. And there was like a general understanding. And then Sorsby happens and Tech fan thinks that all of a sudden it's okay and he's a victim. And so am I surprised? I mean, I guess I'm not that surprised, but just generally speaking, it does surprise me that people want to spin this story into something that it's not. Like this is not a victimhood case, man. This is not Brett Yormark, singling out Texas Tech and making you guys, putting you guys in a bad spot. You guys put yourself in a bad spot. You guys earned whatever discipline is coming your way. And so I don't think it's soft at all out of Brett.
Well, one, I don't think there's any discipline coming their way. I think we're done with it. But I just think what I tweeted yesterday that pissed a bunch of people off was at some point Texas Tech has to move past being a victim and get on with the business of winning national championships, which is their stated goal and where Cody's fat ass wallet is pointed at, like all of that. At some point you need to get on with doing that business, because when you have people doing what this reporter did yesterday at Big 12 Media Days, I just think it's a bad look for Texas Tech.
Sean Dillon, Rocket Brigade Commission. Texas.
Now, real quick, before Jabba asks his question, because I do think it was interesting that people were calling this dude Jabba the Hutt, because it is eerily reminiscent. Don't look at the guy asking the question. Look at the two dudes over his shoulder. the left shoulder, and look at the reaction and look at the face palming and look at the pure disgust out of his constituents there.
Sean Dillon, Rocket Brigade. Commission, Texas Tech got fined over tortillas, and tortillas were banned outright. OSU paddles broke an always maker rule, has a tradition exemption. Sorsby never played a snap for the Red Raiders. Big 12 sued them anyway, while Cincinnati hasn't been yet touched. You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas Tech fans believe it?
Can you sit? Let me come closer to you. Stand up. Ask that question again, and I'm going to give you the answer I want to give you. So go ahead.
Texas Tech got fined for tortillas, and tortillas were banned outright. OSU has had paddles that were given a noisemaker exemption back in 2012. Sorsby never played a snap for the Red Raiders, and yet there is a lawsuit. Cincinnati has yet to be touched. You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas Tech fans believe them?
No, I didn't say greater than 12. You misquoted me. I said we're going forward as 16 strong, and that's my answer to your question. But thank you for that question. Appreciate it.
Gentleman in the black.
Okay, let's move on. Like, first of all, it's tortillas. I'm not quite sure what the words he's using are. It's tortillas. Second of all, what did you think Brett Yormark was going to do when you came out in full red assery with a, oh, got him question? What did you think he was going to do?
By the way, how long had you been preparing that question since it was clear you were reading it?
And how nervous were you, bud?
Yeah.
Like, is tortillas that difficult of a word?
Sean Dillon, Rocket Brigade. Commission, Texas.
Commission.
Commission. Who's commission?
This is what's wrong with Texas Tech right here. And I think Brett Yormark handled this very well. And again, I just ask, how hard is it to say tortillas?
Sean Dillon, Rocket Brigade. Commission, Texas Tech got fined over tortillas.
Tortitties. Tortitties.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
If you're gonna try to do a gotcha question, like, and you have it written down, how do you not have it rehearsed enough to where you can just roll it out? Like, I literally tell this to people every single day. Like, whether you do like sales or you're trying to ask gotcha questions, or anytime you're trying to press somebody or do something in a conversation, like, you got to be ready to go, dude. What did you think that Brett Yormark wasn't going to be prepared for questions like this? I mean, do you have any idea who you're dealing with? Like, do you have any idea who this guy is or what he's done or where he's been? Like, he was never going to get trapped by your nonsense, man.
Nope.
I understand and I appreciate the fact that Tech media and Tech fan got to ask questions and they got to hold the commissioner accountable. But if you're going to do that, while I disagree with it, at least do it in a professional manner. Like, hey, tortilla, like what? Like, I just.
Tortitties.
It's just more of the same out of this crowd. And I know it's not all Tech fans. I know some of you people are decent human beings, as they say.
Human.
But I don't understand why this is the hill you want to die on. Like, I would have thought that there would have been more tact. And as usual, maybe I'm the one who's up in the night, because it seems to me that Tech fan and really any football fan who finds themselves on the wrong side of the ledger just wants to blame everybody else instead of just saying, hey, like, yeah, this kid's got it wrong. We made a mistake trying to sign him, and now we just got to move on from it so we can focus on the season.
100%.
Like, how easy would it be to just say that? You know what I mean? Like, that's the part that I've never understood with this.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't. And I thought Brett Yormark handled it well.
Just curious if throughout the Brendan Sorsby situation, if you supported Texas Tech at any point throughout that, and if that changed, what may have caused you to change your mind on that?
Let me start off by saying I appreciate the question. I appreciate other questions that are probably going to come forth today. Today is not the time to address that issue. Today is about celebrating the upcoming football season and celebrating our 16 schools. But I appreciate the question, so thank you.
Now, listen, I know this show, we do it in our mom's basement. She's a hoe, and I understand that, Trav is distracted daily, and whatever you think of this show is fine. Brett Yormark listens to the show because clearly he did what I told him to do, which was
all experts.
Pretty much word for word what he said there. Hey, man, great question. You're such a professional.
That's
but
not true.
You can go ahead and f off because I'm not talking about Brendan Sorsby today. We're talking about our 16 teams moving together as one.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck.
For asking that question.
Did people really think that Brett Yormark was going to get into it with the media over Brendan Sorsby?
These people,
these civilized Lubbock people, I don't understand this, dude. Like,
no.
Okay, one, if you want to have a conversation about the merits of whether Sorsby should have been talked about more on media day with the Big 12, I'm down to have that conversation. Should he or shouldn't he? Okay, I think that's a great conversation, actually. But was he ever going to? Hell no. I mean, absolutely positively, hell no. He was never going to discuss Brandon Sorsby's situation in detail with the media. My opinion is that yeah, it's a little bit ironic. It's a little bit awkward, inconvenient to have to refuse to talk about Brendan Sorsby, only because it has dominated the narrative in the Big 12. It's what everybody wants to talk about. It's what everybody is talking about.
Right.
And it's your media days. So like theoretically, logically, conceptually, like this would be the day to talk about it. However, if you're the commissioner of a conference, your job is to represent the conference and to put the conference in the best position possible. And to do that, talking about Brendan Sorsby doesn't work. So I agree that theoretically it's the day you should be talking about it, but you can't seriously expect Brett Yormark to put out some speech about one person in an entire conference, dude. I mean, that's
I think, because let me ask you this. He answers one question. What happens?
Follow-up questions. You know that.
And then he answers a follow-up question. What happens?
Yeah. I'm sure it's endless. Yeah. I'm sure it's endless.
And again, and again, and again.
Yep.
It never ends. He handled it perfectly. And I will continue to tell you, next to Greg Sankey, Brett Yormark's the best commissioner in college football. And we're going to talk about the Monster Energy deal. He handed you each $1 million check yesterday. And you'd have thought that the people in Lubbock were punched in the face. It's amazing to me, and this is the part that I really struggle with Tech Fan. Texas Tech fan, I think on the whole, is a really good cut of football fan and sports fan in general. West Texas folk, they work hard. They drill holes in the ground. They go home and go to bed after eating greasy food. And I watch Landman. I know what life in Midland's like.
Yeah, a lot of F-350s, a lot of cowboy hats, and a lot of sleep. That's what we do.
It's not steers. There's bulls and stuff. But my point is, they're good folks in West Texas. They're hardworking people. And then there's the Texas Tech fan that's out in front, who clearly spent time in Utah, because that's who you've become in this conference. The vocal minority at Texas Tech are the most hated fans in the Big 12 right now, because you won't acknowledge you did it to yourself. And you're yesterday in my comment section talking about how Brett Yormark's running from the truth. He's not running from the truth. You're here talking about how Cincinnati's getting a free pass. You don't know what Cincinnati's getting. You have no idea because rightfully so, the NCAA and the Big 12 have no commented. Because they're not here to throw bread to the crowd, bud.
Well, and they don't have any obligation to you. That's that.
But it's not. No. It's not even that there's an obligation. It's bad business to talk about things happening behind the scenes. It's bad business. What good comes from saying, yeah, we're fully investigating Cincinnati and nothing? Because then dudes like you are going to get on Twitter and go, oh, see, we're the aggrieved party, victims. Shut up. You're not an aggrieved party. You're not a victim. Oh, wait, I apologize. You're a victim of Cody Campbell. Because that's who this is. This is what Cody Campbell has done to you. The unintended consequences of not doing your homework, in my opinion, on Brendan Sorsby has landed you right where you are, which is in the jackpot because nobody likes you. You're now the heel. You're the villain of the Big 12 because you won't stop talking. And Cody Campbell won't stop talking. And you're constantly having media members from your little blogosphere ask gotcha questions. Ooh, gotcha. No, you didn't. Brett Yormark humiliated you yesterday. He had you stand up and ask the question again that he clearly heard the first time.
Yeah.
And then said no comment. After you stood up and mispronounced tortillas again. He no commented you. And then when somebody with a more professional demeanor asked essentially the same style of question about Sorsby, he gave them a respectful, yeah, I'm not here to talk about that today. We're moving forward as 16 strong, and that's what we're going to focus on is our 16 programs.
Easy.
Why can't you just move on with your life instead of trying to be a victim? But that's not who we are. Twitter tough guy. Twitter tough guy. Pew, pew.
Yeah, I just thought it was rich that they had to embarrass themselves through the process. You know, like I can even I can almost respect the fact that tech reporter guy needs to ask a question. Like I can respect that, right? I mean, in the media, we see this all the time. This isn't unique to the Big 12 to where, you know, like you see it a lot in politics. You see it a ton in like in playoff season in different sports to where reporters have to ask tougher questions. Specifically, that it typically happens when you're talking to the player or coach who lost the game, where you've got to ask the question about like, you know, hey, like, what will you guys change moving forward? Or like, you know, like that tougher question that isn't comfortable but needs to be asked. I almost respect the fact that, you know, like, yeah, you're going to media day as a tech reporter. Like, you got to try to ask Yormark something. But the part that I think just falls so short is how you went about it in the question that you were asking. Like, instead of trying to ask gotcha questions, what you should have been asking is something around the impact of the Sorsby situation on the league, or like, you know, something that Brett Yormark can talk about on some level or have any type of comment on, and something that's productive. Because the reality is gotcha questions and like little games like that, not only does Brett Yormark lose respect for you like in the moment, which I completely agree with you. That's why he did ask you to ask it again. And he did have you stand up, and he did embarrass you in a sense, in a really professional way. It was really well done, I thought. But it's like the motivation behind the question is worse than the question in this situation. And I think that's what that fan doesn't get.
100%. I agree. Real quick, in the comments section, do you guys agree with how Brett Yormark handled these Texas Tech questions yesterday? And if you're a Tech fan, because I know we have a lot of Texas Tech fans that watch this show, and we appreciate all of you. Do you feel like Texas Tech was a victim in the Brendan Sorsby thing? Do you agree with the narrative that Texas Tech is a victim? That Texas Tech is being singled out unfairly? Because I completely disagree with it. I don't believe that's the case at all. And do you like the Monster Energy deal? I think it's a really important deal for the conference. Now, would I have liked more more money? Well, Yeah, of course. Of course, I would have liked $20 million per school. But this is a deal that I think is befitting of the conference where it's at. And I think when you do a deal like this for $20 million, it's a jersey patch, it's a call out, it's activations. Is $20 million a year a lot of money? I think it's not a lot of money, but it's really good money for the Big 12 because that's who you are. If we're just being bluntly honest, if you're Monster Energy, are you paying more than $20 million a year? I don't see the value in that.
Yeah, here's the deal. I don't disagree that the value of the Big 12 is not more than 20 a year for a deal like this. My issue is the 20 in comparison to everything you're getting. It's not just a football jersey patch deal. You're talking about a naming rights deal, right? Monster Energy Big 12 football or whatever it is.
Yes.
You're talking about Monster Energy logo and Big 12 logo. I can't remember the word they used, but like being together on the jersey, like they're both going to be on.
There's going to be a combination. Oh, I almost said a condom. They're going to be together, like Trav and Kelsey Swelsey, and you put Swifty and Trav together, and you get Swelsey. It's going to be like that on the front of the Big 12 jersey.
Erroneous on both counts.
It's not erroneous.
So I don't. I feel like the money is light on the deal. There's just, you're not getting around that. Whether the $20 million is indicative of where the Big 12 is at or not, this 20 to me is really light for this particular deal. Now, if you're choosing to be a glass half full person, yeah, you got to check for $1 million out of this deal and you didn't have to do anything. So obviously that's helpful and that's great. The problem is that $1 million nowadays doesn't feel like a lot of money, given that everything is so expensive and that all we hear about with athletic departments is there's not enough money to go around. So I guess, yeah, I like that it's Monster. Obviously, that's a premier brand. That's a premier opportunity. But I did kind of feel like, hey, you're getting jersey patch deal. You're getting naming rights. You're getting jersey patch deal on women's sports. Like there's a lot. Like you're basically getting most of patching and naming rights opportunities out of the Big 12 for only 20. Like I just felt like that value from the Big 12 side was pretty heavy compared to the price that Monster was paying. But I do agree it is valuable to have Monster as part of the Big 12. No question about it.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a good deal. I think it is a good deal from a relationship standpoint. And again, I think I would have loved more money, but I've said this for how long? You don't have a premier brand in this league. Your biggest brand, by far, not close, is BYU. This is an awkward fit at BYU, right? Like energy drinks at BYU, and it's an awkward fit. But BYU is your biggest brand. Is BYU pitching a fit about this? Throwing their hands up in the air? No. This is a good deal for the conference because you don't have a premier brand. This is what happens when Texas and Oklahoma walk through the door that you're holding open. So I think this is a good deal. I think it's a smart deal. And I think it's another example of Brett Yormark and his commercial operations doing their job. Any way you slice it, $1 million is good money.
Yeah,
it's good money.
The other thing, just in general, not related to the Monster deal, that I thought was kind of silly yesterday at Big 12 Media Days. Do we really need to have players in full pads for Media Day? Like, I understand having them wear their jersey, but having these dudes have to carry around their helmet and be in like literally full game padding, I didn't really understand that concept. Like it's like we've been to Big 12 Media Days. We were there when it was at Jerry World. Like that they were not in full pads and full uniform, right? Like I didn't really understand. That seemed a little silly to me that these dudes are walking around like they're about to go out to the 50-yard line and take a snap, and everyone else is in like, business casual. Like it was, I just thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I thought it was kind of weird too. I don't know. I look at, I wish that there was a way to, I wish that there was a way for people to grasp the concept of who they are and where they are. I feel like that's, again, this conversation, right? Like Maury Alvarez knowing he's been a member for 42 months. I mean, that says he knows who he is and where he is, right? That's what that says to me. But he's going to buy more Monster Energy because of it. And I say that's knowing who you are and where you are, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you can have a white Monster with your Colombian gas station.
I'm sorry, what I thought you said white Monster.
Yeah, white Monster
choked me up. Kind of, that's what she said.
Yeah.
But my point is, did you just say white Monster, Trav?
Yes.
Macaque.
Okay. Just checking, you know.
I'm giving you a fucking answer.
You did.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, you know, it's,
you don't always have to be negative.
Yeah, you know,
people will read your positive shit.
Yeah.
No, they won't.
You know, I don't understand it. You know,
Cody Campbell does not agree with that. You know, but which is fine in stuff, but it's good. Maury, always appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for educating our young people. And I hope your training goes well this week. Lamont Tucker. Okay, can we talk about young quarterbacks real quick? So, Bryce Underwood is a real question mark at Michigan. We've talked about that at length.
Because it's garbage.
Did anybody see what Julian Lewis at Colorado said yesterday while wearing full pads? He said I wasn't really paying attention to defense last year.
Bro, we were playing high school ball. We were free balling. What do you mean, Julian? Like, hey, Julian, you're at media day. Why are you saying this about your own team? Can anybody explain this to me?
I think he was saying this very simply because he was asked last year.
And we were saying that.
And we were saying that. But this goes to show you the problems that we have with young people. Because we talked about this last year, and you guys told me, and I can't remember who they were now, but the Colorado fans, all three of you, got on me last year because I said, just like I said about, what did I say about Bryce Underwood last year, and what have we learned now? He wasn't reading defense. I said this about Bear Bachmeier. What was Bear Bachmeier not doing last year? He wasn't reading defenses.
Oh, Monty, what do you mean? You don't know ball. You don't watch football. What do you mean?
Now, Julian Lewis comes out and says, well, I was defense.
Oh.
No. Julian Lewis said the quiet part out loud. These freshman quarterbacks, these kids that come out of high school, do not come in prepared enough on either the physical side or the mental side to play the game in total. This idea, and I think this is what we're seeing, they're making so much money, and I think they're such stars in high school just because they're so much better athletically than anybody around them, that it's very difficult for them to study. And so you show up at Michigan, and in this case, Colorado, ill-prepared to play. And yet they play or the kid will transfer. They play them or the kid's like, well, I'm going to get in the portal and transfer.
Yeah, and that's been my issue with the portal, generally speaking, since it was created, is the whole idea of, hey, the players got this certain leverage or this perceived leverage over his playing time.
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, you're not like, yeah, was he the best option last year? Yeah, but that's not really saying a whole lot for Colorado, right? Like, if you're unprepared, you don't know how to read defenses because you haven't had to, you've never been coached to. It's just not, you haven't played high enough level football to where reading the defense is going to matter and be consequential to your outcomes and your performance. Again, the issue isn't what you did in high school. The issue is that you got to learn how to do it quickly. And I think that Nick Saban retiring when he did is still the biggest sign of when times in college football changed, man. Like, again, it's Charlie Brewer in Utah, right? You didn't like the outcome, so you quit and you transferred only to never be heard from again. Like, I don't have any respect for dudes, who wanna transfer and then it doesn't work out for them and they want to play the victim card. Like DJ Lagway, dude. Like you were at Florida, now you're at Baylor. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's just not. Nobody ever before the transfer portal era would have gone from Florida to Baylor because they wanted to or because it was somehow better for them. Like, that doesn't make sense, dude. But now, because you have the portal and you can get some NIL money and you can be the guy, now we get pictures of you in full pads at media day yesterday looking bigger than all your teammates. And, if you don't have a baller season, people are going to have questions. Like, I just don't. I'm just not a big fan of it, generally speaking. I've never loved the idea of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree. D-Rock, are we getting I love Notre Dame. Right? I mean, it's swole below the waist thinking about Notre Dame football. And when they beat BYU and win the national championship that same day, you guys probably don't want to be here for the show. I'm just saying. But I also would like to point out that I know they're not winning the national championship that game. It was okay. The point is, we're supposed to get the new Notre Dame jersey today. They, as though they were a hot teenage girl, on prom night, they wanted to, Notre Dame wanted to play games with our emotions. Right? Notre Dame likes to put out these cool videos, and they actually do a really good job.
In comparison, I mean, that's not saying much if you look at the material we saw yesterday.
Okay. I think this video that you're going to watch is a tease for the Shamrock series. And I say that because what's on the screen? Just watch the TV screen. In the background, there's a TV sitting in the background. Well, that's Lambeau Field, the Green Bay. I can't even say their name. Trav, can you say their name for me?
No.
Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs, bro.
That's not what we're about.
We're going to beat the hell out of a certain football team at Lambeau Field. Coming up not soon enough. And there is a tease of a jersey. And I showed you this jersey before. And I'm just going to be honest with you and say, I think this is... ass is not strong enough.
Because it's garbage.
Out loud is not strong enough for the way I feel about this horrendous leaked jersey that came from the sports store Shields. This jersey sucks. If this is in fact the Shamrock Series jersey, I'm out. I will not. No. I hate it.
What is that, dude?
I hate everything about it. Now, number one, the thing I hate about it most is it has an Under Armour logo on it. Because my opinion is Under Armour is not good at making jerseys. And it really anything but that aren't boxer shorts.
I just have maybe this is like an obvious question, and I know that I'm a stupid millennial or whatever. We've established that.
God,
but
don't be so hard on yourself.
But hold on. This is the Shamrock series. I don't see any Shamrocks, dude. Am I just missing that? Like, are we, like, if this is the jersey, this can't possibly be the jersey.
It is. I think there's a real chance this is the jersey. And we've had some good ones. You know, I think probably the 2021 white one with the gold letters and the gold shamrock on the shoulder, probably the best one. I think probably one of the worst ones was whatever that green vomit color is we wore that one year. Hated that jersey.
All money is green.
No, sweetheart, it's not. I didn't mind the blue gold New York series one. I hated the Yankee Stadium pinstriped one. Ass.
Why do we do this in sports where we name it something and then that's nowhere to be found on the jersey? The Shamrock series, yet there are no Shamrocks on this. I'll never understand that.
Like, I need this jersey today to be much, much better than what was leaked.
And the other hard part about this is I don't feel like the formula to make fire ass jerseys for Notre Dame is that complicated.
When you have great color schemes.
Yeah. Like I don't feel like it's that difficult, bro. Like it's not hard.
It's not.
Yeah. Like
and again, I asked Shields 3 weeks ago this leaked. How are you accidentally
I agree.
How are you accidentally leaking this? I hope that it was just, again, I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true.
Yeah, I mean, that's if that's the jersey, then you shouldn't even show up. Like that jersey, it really is terrible. And again,
bro,
just because it was leaked by Shields doesn't mean it's the jersey. So again, I just want to say that in fairness to the conversation. But I would listen, if that's the jersey, we will definitely and definitively come out and say that Notre Dame hockey is miles better than football is in everything jersey related. Like it just is.
How do you screw up Notre Dame's colors? Oh, you don't use them. That's well used.
It's not difficult, dude. It's blue on gold and have some shamrocks around.
Or I know we're Irish. We're fucking Irish. Use green. You prick.
All money is green.
Right? Like use the green. No. This would be like Duke not using blue. This would be like Carolina not using Carolina blue. This would be it's atrocious. Under Armour has really nice exploding shoes though. This is a good point. You know. But D-Rock, this is completely wrong. This is a Monster Ultra. And I would remind you, it's got 10 calories and 0 sugar in it. And I drink 17 of them every day.
Affectionately known as White Monster.
I am known as yeah. Oh, you mean the can of, oh, right. My bad. I got confused. Look, I wear a size 15 shoe. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
The point is.
You have less of those now, though, you know.
Yeah, micropene. Yeah. My point is,
I have a macroponus.
Yeah, I'm a cropinus. I mean, you know. Wow. Macroponus is micropenis. I just want
macroponus.
I just want people to and just notice that Trav over here is the one playing the drop.
I have a macroponus.
I don't have ovaries.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and real quick before we get to your comments, can somebody tell BDM to stop sending me pictures of him and people I have no idea who they are? He has sent me hundreds of pictures of him.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The only person I recognized was Barack Obama. But
Barack.
You know.
Yeah.
You listen to top players in the NFL, they watch hours and hours of film. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I don't like it, and I don't like Under Armour. I don't like Under Armour either.
Yeah, the fall off of Under Armour really is sad, dude. Under Armour used to be incredible.
The shizzle. And I like their I like their clothing is okay. Their golf stuff's elite. Their boxer shorts are the best in the business. Shut up, Rock. What do you know about jerseys? I'm super excited for Notre Dame to wear it. Thank you. Almost as bad as the Miami fatigues. Well, yeah. When they had to wear that last year as part of their deal. Yeah. Again, Miami Hurricanes. How do you screw that uniform up? How do you, like, great colors, historic colors, traditional colors, easy look. It's the U, right? How do you screw that up? Why can people not figure out that BYU's got the best uniform game in the business? They have a Nike deal. They have unbelievable colors. And they have really creative uniform people. Right? The sailor cat, it's not difficult. Do what you do and do it very well. Dude, that's straight lame, bruh. Thank you. I would agree.
I mean, you don't.
I hate it.
You honestly think that that's the jersey? I would be a little surprised.
I do. I think that's the jersey. And I hate everything about it. I hate everything about it. And
dude, that's like a discount buy jersey. That's like you don't want to buy an authentic, you don't want to buy a Mitchell and Ness. You buy this one. Like that's I can't. No,
it's not good.
There's no way that's the jersey, dude. No way.
I'm telling you, that's the jersey. Why else would you tease it?
Well,
why would you? What else?
Yeah. You're assuming they're connected. That leaking this jersey and putting out a teaser video is connected, and I don't,
Oh, I think they're not connected. But we're getting in 17 minutes, we're getting the Shamrock Series jersey announcement. We are. And Notre Dame had a huge day yesterday. Like they announced, was it yesterday that they announced, or maybe it was Monday? I'm so messed up. Today's Wednesday. So Monday, they announced the Patrick Kramer dining room on campus. It is spectacular. The new facilities at the Beloved, spectacular. Subway tile, Irish, the word Irish in gold script with a shamrock over the eye. Like I want to go in hip thrust against that wall, right? Like, I mean, it's amazing. The Canada Day with the golden dome with the Canada flag on the back, great. And then we get whatever this thing.
Garbage, dude.
It's terrible. But yeah, coming up in 16 minutes, we're going to get that announcement. Does Under Armour also do graphics for the Pac-12 logo? I believe they do.
Oh. See, at least the teaser video is better than whatever the hell that was yesterday from Washington State. Like that I'll give them that.
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different. Breaker, I'm on my way.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I don't know if I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
Nobody knows what it means.
I'm still trying to decipher whatever the hell going the extra mile means for the
why in a truck, bro? Where are you? You're not moving anywhere.
Monty, they're picking up the campus and they're going down south.
Listen, Monty, we're going to the new Pac-12 and nobody likes the Palouse. Nobody likes Spokane, so we packed our shit. We're moving to the Pac-12.
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different.
Where the fuck is she going? Where are you going?
We're out of here.
Where are you going?
Hey, bro, what's in the GPS, man? What's in the Apple Maps, dude? Where are we headed here? Okay, I get
Throwback.
it. Lambeau, it's a throwback situation. It's Notre Dame. Like the sound in the background is really cool. Like at least like if you're gonna do a short promo video, it has to make sense. And the Notre Dame one makes perfect sense. Hey, we're releasing a jersey. The TV clearly shows a throwback football game at Lambeau. We all know that play. And so that's an ode to, hey, this is going to be a throwback jersey. Okay, I get it. Perfect. Understand. I don't understand this is what I said from day one. This is what I said about the Sith video. I don't understand the mission. What are you doing with these? Like, it's almost like you said, hey, here's some extra budget. Here's the Monster Energy money. Go make some senseless, meaningless promo videos with the president of our university and
go make a promo video. Go make Monty. Go make a promo video with Cody's wallet and driving a truck.
Yeah.
That would have made sense.
I don't know where we're going. I don't know why we need gloves.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to get crazy? Yes.
Yeah.
Make it a Mad Max truck. The gloves really pull that off. That's what I said yesterday. Hey, why are you wearing gloves?
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different.
It is different because it sucks.
Yeah, hey, by the way, it's different because this is ass.
This is no different.
Like, bro,
I needed a truck horn in that video.
Yeah.
All money is green. All money is spent.
Yeah, apparently on gas to go God knows where in this video. Like, come on, dude. This is what I don't get. I don't understand why in the Pac-12, and I'm glad we get to compare these.
My watch says I've taken a hard fall.
Oh, well, man.
Paul didn't go in the hoop.
We get it. This is my point about the Pac-12 when you compare them to other conferences. Why is Teresa Gould ever caught on video not in a professional manner? Why is she looking like she's doing video from her bedroom or wherever the hell that was? 2, why is it that anything to do with Washington State is like we tried really hard to make this cool 10-second promo video and it makes 0 sense? Okay, in the video, you're clearly pushing Nike and you're clearly saying we're willing to go the extra mile. What the hell does that mean? The extra mile with what? With putting a schedule together? Yeah, I understand. Scheduling's been difficult. That's why you got sued. We get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not scheduling. Okay, it's just in general then? Like, I don't understand. Again, if you compare Teresa Gould's interview, these two videos, and if you compare those to the Notre Dame jersey video, the Osage patch deal release video, the
Osage video wasn't even. I thought the Osage. I thought the Osage video was okay.
It was good. It was fine. Like the deal, I have an issue with the deal, but the video itself is fine. It checks all.
Go see Oklahoma State say.
And we are still here. You can hear it in our language, in our songs, and you can see it in the way we gather, the way we create, the way we pass it all forward.
Oklahoma State knows something about that, about carrying on the legacy of those before us and trying to be worthy of them. A lot is stitched into our jerseys, our family, our tradition, our school, and our state. And now...
Yeah, but Casey Schwum's not. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry.
I'm not watching this until they admit what they did.
I'm just telling you. Washington State, you keep doing you. But we are now 10 minutes away. And that is the important thing. We are just 10 minutes away from Notre Dame football dropping an incredibly ass Shamrock Series jersey. And if you've ever wanted to see a grown man cry and show emotion that makes you uncomfortable in the deepest parts of your butthole, that's going to happen in 9 minutes because I'm going to cry if this is the jersey.
Dude, you have more shamrocks on your shirt than that jersey will ever have, bro.
I have more shamrocks on my wrist.
Yeah, like I mean, this isn't even. I don't know, bro. I don't. Jersey deals are not that hard to do. It's not that hard to get a good jersey put together.
I don't think it is either.
Seemingly, we always get asked football jersey. I don't get it. I'll never understand it.
At least our video releases are really good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at least they're really good. Let's get in the truck, road trip. Let's go to Buc-ee's. Exactly.
Yeah. Like, okay. The Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile to get the Buc-ee's order done. Okay, great. That now makes sense. But I don't know why you're wearing gloves, and I don't know what you're going the extra mile on. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. The truck video was lame, but honestly, do not care for the Notre Dame one either. The Notre Dame one's good. Bro, they're promoting a game at Lambeau Field, and they are promoting I believe, and this is just my opinion. I personally believe in the South Bend.
Iraq.
No, the South Bend, that we're going to release the Shamrock jersey, and you look at the video. It's got kind of like at least it has the House of Horrors feel to it with the clicking in the background. Like you're going up on a roller coaster and you're going to die on the way down. After you see the video, you want to jump off the roller coaster because it's terrible.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
You know, but I actually think it's good video by Notre Dame. They are driving off the first cliff and drive right into the ocean. I think that's probably true. Dale Donuts. There was an article yesterday talking about how Notre Dame is wanting more games with BYU in the future. Correct. In all sports. They're expanding their relationship. The Catholics and the Joey Smiths. If BYU is elevating above nationally, BYU would be good. They are. I think BYU's the biggest brand in the Big 12. I'm not even sure it's an argument. Yeah. She's like the Oak State James of school presidents. I agree. Look at James catching strays again. Thor Bjornsson. Notre Dame, BYU, and TCU should play each other every year. No, I don't think they should. Notre Dame and BYU there been some great games between the two. TCU is irrelevant, in my opinion. TCU is almost invisible. Even with an Ivy League quarterback and a UConn offensive coordinator who's never succeeded at anything. But, you know, Randy Riding, hello. I was talking about you yesterday, Randy Riding. We were talking about a certain teenager or young 20-something guy who was on a rooftop at UVU recently. And I don't want to say the name and get filtered out of the algorithm.
You know.
But there was a debate happening about how difficult that shot was. And I said, this guy, Randy, who's a close personal friend of mine.
Yeah, I mean, that game winner in that particular game in those circumstances and, you know, with what the defense was presenting, he read the defense well. And, you know, the play was pretty much impossible, but, you know.
We were debating again yesterday because Buddy's in court. And yeah, I thought about you. You always wear gloves while committing a crime. That video is clearly a crime.
Are you trafficking across the country, dude?
Why is she wearing gloves?
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different. Breaker, I'm on my way.
Breaker.
I don't get it.
I'm on my way. Okay. And listen.
You know what this is? Maybe this is a video about them just making progress, that better times are ahead. Is that what this is? You know, we're willing to go the extra mile to make sure that we're in a good place. And, you know, never mind what our AD has to say about the media rights deal, but we're heading in the right direction. You know, don't listen to him. Listen to me in my truck. We're heading the right direction. Like,
well, this is a good point, though. She's probably going to Seattle to get some Botox. Monster Energy and Osage Casino patch on the same jersey as NASCAR level. It really is. That's actually very true. And actually, it's Xfinity Series or whatever they call that second tier now. Rock and Rant. Dude. What did I ever do to you?
Yeah,
what is it? Did you, why?
Material right here.
Are you, did you wake up and it, okay, well, you know what, man?
What can I do to piss off fat ass today? I'm getting in the comment section. I'm just telling you, I'm going to choose violence. Oh, that you.
They get his money.
Shut up.
The Badgers might beat you if it's the one. All right.
Come on, dude.
Honestly, James, you need to head over to Washington State and go do an intervention. She needs to be saved from herself. See, redemption. Redemption. We're 3 minutes away from a disgusting jersey release from Notre Dame.
Get in the shit box, James. Head on over. You got her.
Get in the shit. Okay.
Breaker. You're on your way, dude.
Okay. You guys, we're just 2 minutes away now from shitty Notre Dame jersey release. How about promoting the game itself instead of a neutral field they are playing on?
Because the field is a bigger deal than the game itself.
Yeah, we see. Listen, nothing's ever going to be bigger than the brand. Okay, it's Notre Dame football, right? I mean, we're not over here cleaning coal with a scrub brush and a hose, right?
Little Dawn dish soap.
You know, but the point is, it's Lambeau Field for a college football game. I think that's a pretty big deal. You know, I mean, that Pete is going to be upset because we're going to smash some Badger, which could be a euphemism for many things. And, you Steve Stepanek, do you think Notre Dame will play alumni games anymore? Probably not. Hockey games.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute until a terrible jersey release. They need 2 females in the truck, James.
Sorry to be offended by that.
Why do you open yourself up to this stuff? Because you know what that's going to do. It's going to be, never mind. No, I'm not playing your game, James.
Okay, 30 seconds.
We are very close to a really shitty Notre Dame jersey release.
I am refreshing the Twitter page.
As am I.
Please don't be this. Put the jersey on the screen. Just put the jersey on the screen.
No, because then Rock and Rant's going to comment again, and it's going to hurt my feelings.
It can't be. It cannot be the Shields jersey. It can't.
What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet that it is? What do you want to bet? Now, remember, this is the jersey that was leaked on shields.com.
Dude, it can't be this jersey, bro. If it's this, like, I don't.
We're very
how?
Close. We are very close.
8 o'clock. Here we go. Where is it? Where is it?
It is 9 Eastern. Here it is. Oh, it's a video, Jake. You're going to. Oh, it is. Fuck me. God.
All right, I'll get the video. You got to give me a minute. I'll get it.
Why? Why, Marcus? Why? Now, there are some other accoutrements on it. This thing is ass. I'm telling you. I'll just take some screen grabs of it so that we can. Dude, you're Notre Dame football. Why, my friends? Why would we do this? Why would we do this? It's so frustrating that this is the jersey. Marcus Freeman narrated it. It's actually a really good video.
Yeah, the video is fine. The jersey is terrible. I don't even know what to say, dude. Like, how do you mess it up, dude? How do you mess this up? How is it this bad?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good Lord, man.
It is really disappointing. But the video itself, it harkens back to, obviously, it harkens back to Newt Rockney and the relationship between Newt. And of course, Marcus, being the a-hole that he is wearing a fire sweatshirt in the video. Because he's got the greatest Notre Dame gear on the planet.
Well, he's only the head coach. I mean, he's got access to all of it for free. So,
Here's the problem at Notre Dame. When the jersey patches are better than the jersey itself, you're in trouble. I'm trying not to shed tears.
I believe that this is the worst day of any Notre Dame fan's life.
Well, until we lose to BYU, and then, so that's pretty fire. Here are the shoulder stripes, and the shoulder patch, obviously with the Notre Dame on it, the ND logo, and you'll see when Jake pulls this video, it's the sweatshirt Marcus Freeman's wearing in this video literally makes blood flow below the waist for me. Like, it is. Now, if I come home with any new sweatshirts for any reason at all, my wife is going to murder me. So some of you would like if I would get this sweatshirt, because then she would murder me. But Marcus looks, in this picture I'm going to put up, Marcus Freeman looks high as a kite. And yet he has on one of the crispiest Notre Dame sweatshirts ever. Because it's what he does. And I wish I could load it, but for some reason I can't. Which is fine. Let me delete that. Okay. Marcus Freeman looks crispy in this jersey, or in this sweatshirt that he's wearing. Look at that sweatshirt, you guys. My God. Yes, please. And if you want to leave Marcus's traps in there so I can have those kind of traps, I'd be fine with that.
Are you meat gazing right now?
Oh my God. Yes. There's a lot of things you can say about Marcus Freeman. You can't say he's ugly, because dude's a baller. Dude's a baller. He's not CJ Carr, who's got a girlfriend. Did you guys see the CJ Carr girlfriend revelation? It's amazing. I hate this jersey. I really don't like it. I want to like it, and I don't like it. It's tragically bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just don't understand why it's so difficult to get a shamrock on there. I don't understand. Like, I've always appreciated like the shiny gold and like, the rays like stuff that they have on it, but like I don't get why it's so difficult to just check the boxes of a great jersey. Like, you're Notre Dame, you're the Fighting Irish, like either have the mascot on there or have a shamrock on there. It's not that difficult to understand.
Well, the other thing I don't understand is why the numbers, I guess that's a football inside the numbers, the gold numbers, and I can show this to you, but can anybody explain to me why they don't have little clovers inside the number?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why it's so difficult to like work in the shamrock. It's the Shamrock series, yet you don't have, like, how are those not all shamrocks?
That's kind of surprising to me. I love the shoulder panels, the Notre Dame shoulder panels, the stripe. I didn't know we were with Adidas, because that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. All right, let's get ripped in the comments section. Thanks, Jack Swarbrick's son, for this. He works for Under Armour. Yeah, they're always after my Lucky Charms. I've heard that. Shout Freeman with the top line $1,000 fit and Dollar General $2 hairline dye. What are you talking about? Hey, if that's what my hairline looked like. Now, again, we're not CJ Carr over here on the right, but I don't know. I'm probably making too much of it. The shoulder stripe Stripes have the super cool marching band hat vibe going. I've earned it. You have your fun today. Because my God, if there is a God, we're going to beat wholesale hurricane ass. And I'm just saying, if you do not want to be here the day that Notre Dame beats Miami.
And we were saying that.
You don't. All right. Without further ado. Okay. Holy shit. That's a great video.
Yeah. That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
And it's good to see the shamrocks on the neck.
Yeah. My biggest gripe about this jersey, now that I see that there are shamrocks on it, is the dots and the numbers. That one, I don't really like that look overall. But
There's no green on it.
Yeah, there's no green on it. That would be the other
It's
thing.
fine. It looks better in that video than it does in the Shields release. How is it a lame video? Like, you guys are just haters.
You're just hating, dude. That's not a lame video, dude. That's a great video.
Yeah, I agree. The jersey's terrible. I don't love it at all. I don't love it at all. The 90-year-old dude had to make all 100 jerseys for the team. Yeah, it's called a sweatshop. What's the issue? The video just fired me the F up to even be there for that game. It moved. I'm telling you. I'm excited about that game. And the history, I think a lot of people, like what I was saying to Mike a few minutes ago, it's just people don't understand the history of Notre Dame and the Green Bay Packers and how many bridges there are there. The common thread. That's a great video. That is really well done. I'd take the logo. I'd take the game logo that's at the end of that video. Yeah, you can put that on a t-shirt. I would buy that all day long. All day long. There it is right there. The problem is it's got a sponsor on it, which I hate. But the logo itself is fire. The video itself is fantastic.
Yeah, the video is excellent. Yeah.
I'm not even sure how you argue that the video is not.
Music selection's good. The visuals are good. The vibe is good. Like, it didn't feel like it was too long. Like, it was solid.
No, I agree. 100%. This logo right here, that's fire. Love that. I like the 2026 on a pennant. Note the shamrock at the bottom, I like it. It's a beautiful crest. I would take that on a t-shirt. Video is next level. The numbers and lack of green are what kills the uniform. I agree 100%. The total video was good. Okay. The Shamrock series, that's missing shamrocks.
Yeah, I will say negative points for not prominently placing shamrocks, but at least they're on the jersey. There is that.
I do like the gold plated, and then we probably should move on. I do like the gold plating.
Yes.
Right? Like the gold, it's kind of that rubbery plastic feel to it. I do like it. I love that sweatshirt. I want that sweatshirt. I'd hit it. Yes.
We know.
Yes. The small shamrocks on the back of the neckline seem like an afterthought a little bit.
Do. I agree with that.
That was one of those, you guys remember in San Francisco when they built AT&T Park, they forgot bullpens?
Just that little detail.
That's what it feels like. Oh, we forgot shamrocks.
Oops. Oh, you forgot shamrocks in the design? Yeah, hey Ned in the sweatshop, can you just sew some on the back of the neck so they're on the jersey?
Ned.
Hey Rick, hey Ken, can you do some sewing for us since we botched the design?
What is the old man's name? What is the old man sewing the numbers? Ned's a good one. Walter.
Yeah, Walter.
Frank's a good one. Frank or Ned Flanders,
Right.
Quit using fire. Gen Z slang is dumb. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, we didn't mean to upset you. Our bad. We'll shut up now. Milt, yes. Oh, Uncle Milty down in the sewing shop. Somebody make sure he's still breathing.
Will flow.
Can somebody make sure he's still breathing? He's not even done with the defense yet.
Yeah, he's got like 200 jerseys to do, but he's only like 5 in. Can we make sure he's all good?
Ned, Rick, and Ken aren't the gay names sewing wow in trouble, Jake. Okay. Where did you off the top rope? Otis. Otis is a good old guy name. That old man is not doing those. Yes, he is. Stitch by stitch.
Yeah, every single one, dude. Come on.
They should have shown them being made in a sweatshop, but do it in black and white to make it look old. Guy.
Always got to hate, dude. Always got to bring up the sweatshops overseas, bro.
Walter, this isn't Nam, bro. What
All
does
money is
Vietnam
green.
have to
All
do
money
with
can be
it?
spent.
You guys know where that's from? It's a Big Lebowski. It's a Walter.
Yeah.
Okay. Norm with gold dust. Yeah, you should have sewn in gold dust.
Yeah, why doesn't Notre Dame take a page out of the Oregon playbook and like sprinkle their jersey with gold dusting? How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Just a personal thing. It's not a Notre Dame thing. I hate when I see the American flag patch on things when they are in different colors, or the blue line flag or the black. Just stick with the regular.
Yeah, the regular doesn't fit the vibe though, dude. That's the problem.
And Donnie doesn't want regular. All right. Well, now that we're all in depression mode.
Get a life, man. Come on, man.
Let's reset the show. Here live on Wednesday, July 8th. The Monty Show is always presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com. If you've been in a wreck, you got hurt at work, yes, they handle workman's comp. Did you get hit while you were driving in an Uber? Did you get in a car accident? You didn't deserve that, but you do deserve an advocate. The advocates are going to fight for you. All you have to do is get to theadvocates.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A live injury attorney is waiting for you. Not AI chatbots, a live injury attorney who's going to give you clear, risk-free advice when you need it most. And I think that's the thing that the advocates understand. When you're looking for an injury attorney, it's one of the worst days of your life. They get it. They understand it because they've been there. They've fought your insurance companies in the past. They've beaten your insurance companies in the past, and they'll do it again for you. And you'll never reach into your pocket to pay the advocates because you don't pay the advocates unless and until they win your case. So hook it up right now. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show when you go to theadvocates.com. Brett Yormark was probably the big highlight yesterday. And it's interesting. There is an update this morning from Ross Dellinger. Well, really, it's from Monty via Ross Dellinger, which Ross seems to steal all of our stuff anyways. Ross Dellinger reporting that Brett Yormark and Texas Tech had an air-out session at a steakhouse in Fort Worth about a week ago now, I guess. So it seems like, and I know, again, Tech fan, you're the aggrieved party. You have a guy in Brett Yormark who is doing everything that he can do to reach out and to put an end to whatever animosities exist over Brendan Sorsby. They met recently in Fort Worth to, quote, bury the hatchet. A tough reconciliation process remains ongoing. So as we told you, it's over at Texas Tech. Between Texas Tech and the Big 12 with Let's Go Brandon, it's over now. Are you surprised that Brett Yormark met with Texas Tech?
No, I think you needed to do that. I think that you can't just ignore their feelings, right? What wrong or right? I mean, their feelings are their feelings, so you have to go and try to hammer that out a little bit. But I think Tech wants to be declared like, right, and that they had it right the whole time and the league has it wrong, and that's just not going to happen, dude. And nobody agrees that Tech had it right and the league had it wrong. And so hey, if you had to have a clearing the air session, I respect that. Like, we've all done that, and I think that Tech needs to move on. Like, it just is what it is, man. Like, you need to move on, and I do agree that there should be some conversation about Cincinnati, given what we now know, and hopefully that happens. But as far as Tech is concerned, just move on, dude. Push forward. Focus on winning football games.
I think the hard part is Joey McGuire yesterday. I was watching his availability, and he talked about how it's an ongoing process, the healing that has to take place. My question is, who over who here? Right?
Yeah. What do you mean healing process, dude? Like, you guys are the ones that did this.
And that's what I'm having trouble reconciling. And in the comment section, I'd love to hear from you on this. Did the Big 12 do something wrong? Did the Big 12 need to buy you a steak dinner and say they're sorry? Because I'm going to firmly and passionately say absolutely not. No, they did not. No, they should not. Texas Tech should be the one reaching out to the Big 12, not the other way around. Now, I think that Joey McGuire needs to stop talking because he said it's a process and it's ongoing. What's ongoing? What has the Big 12 done wrong? What has the Big 12 done to victimize Texas Tech? That's the question I have. What's gone on here that you're so upset about that the Big 12 has done? Because I have no idea what you would even be talking about. Because you remember, and I said this, the moment they signed Brendan Sorsby, in fact, going back in, because Asshat Texas Tech fan in the comment section the other day was saying that I now all of a sudden am a Will Hammond fan. No, I've been a Will Hammond fan since last season. And I even said the day that the Sorsby announcement came out, you already have a better quarterback in Will Hammond. And I'm going to again ask and reiterate. You did all of this nonsense for a guy that nobody wants. And had you done your homework, you wouldn't have wanted him either, I suspect. But let's not get this twisted. Texas Tech put themselves in the jackpot. They did this to themselves. They made decisions, which I'm all in favor of. I tell my son, who's a degenerate loser, I tell him this all the time. You don't make right or wrong decisions anymore. What you do is you make decisions and you deal with the consequences of those decisions. That's life. You're not right or wrong. You made a decision, and now you're going to have to deal with it. And Texas Tech doesn't want to deal with the blowback of their terrible decision-making. That's what this comes down to. Cody Campbell doesn't want to be questioned because Cody Campbell's never been questioned. Well, this one you're not buying your way out of, bud. You can't sue your way out of this. You folded, you caved, and now you won't shut up. Go away. Joey McGuire needs to stop talking about healing processes between Texas Tech and the Big 12 because we're the aggrieved party. You're not. And that's the thing that continues to drive the wedge between the two entities. Because I'll go back to what I have said about Texas Tech for years and years now. That's the brand. Because Oklahoma State has obfuscated their responsibility of being the brand in this conference. That all went out the door with Ollie Gordon's DUI. and their refusal to do anything about it.
Pack everything up. We're out of here.
Texas Tech should be the biggest brand in this conference, and it's not close to BYU right now, who is the biggest brand in this conference. But you have your day in the sun yesterday. Because did we hear a whole lot out of BYU yesterday? Did we hear a whole lot out of... No, we did not. What did we hear about all day yesterday?
A reporter versus the commissioner.
All day. A reporter who made a complete ass of himself.
And
to the point where the people behind him were like face palming him. And then, and I'm happy to play the video again. The fact that Idiot Face then was told to stand up. He could stand up. Sorry, but I know the legs are a little weak. But listen to how Brett Yormark says, stand up and repeat the question. I'll answer it the way I want to.
Sean Dillon, Rocket Brigade. Commission, Texas Tech got fined over tortillas, and tortillas were banned.
You got fined over tortillas?
Oh, that's right. You're reading and you don't have the question cold, which is why you're fumbling.
I love me some chicken and asada on some tortillas.
Sean Dillon, Rocket Brigade. Commission, Texas Tech got fined over tortillas, and tortillas were banned outright. OSU paddles broke an always maker rule, has a tradition exemption. Sorsby never played a snap for the Red Raiders. Big 12 sued them anyway, while Cincinnati hasn't been yet touched. You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas Tech fans believe it?
Could you sit? Let me come closer to you. Stand up.
Ask that question again, and I'm going to give you the answer I want to give you, so go ahead.
Texas Tech got fined for tortillas, and tortillas were banned outright. OSU has had paddles that were given a noisemaker exemption back in 2012. Sorsby never played a snap for the Red Raiders, and yet there is a lawsuit. Cincinnati has yet to be touched. You're selling greater than 12. Why should Texas Tech fans believe them?
No, I didn't say greater than 12. You misquoted me. I said we're going forward as 16 strong, and that's my answer to your question. But thank you for that question. Appreciate it.
Gentleman in the black.
Jesus. You got wrecked. Right there. Like you got run over, bud.
Yeah, you got ratioed to high heaven, dude. He said you thought you got him, and he said, no, actually, you don't got me. I got you.
Right. And I love that. Oh, Cincinnati has yet to be touched. Like you're assuming something should happen to Cincinnati. You even worked in a whataboutism into your shitty question. I'm proud of you for that level of shittery. I mean, that is next level shit-tastic. You got to move on. You got to stop with the gotcha nonsense. And if you know how you do that? The next time Joey McGuire's in front of the media and somebody asks him, you say, you know what, that situation, we're about to go to camp here. We've moved past that now. Brendan's not here. I have a great quarterback in Will Hammond. Move on. But they're not doing that. The folks in Lubbock want to just keep, it's a process. The healing inside our souls. The healing that has to start in the rectum. You know, once it hits that taint, then we can start talking about fall camp. It's probably too much, but you get my point. You need to move on. 47 straight. Brett, yes, I'll take the question from Lubbock High School Gazette reporter.
Yeah, I mean, it just that was going to be my main point. Is like not only did you embarrass yourself, and nobody cares about you embarrassing yourself, but like you
No.
embarrassed Texas Tech fan yesterday as if they needed more embarrassing. Like when you have the people in the background groaning over your question, like you are the worst of the worst, dude. And I'm sure that you're a nice guy and you're a perfectly fine, again, human being. But I just can't. I don't get it. Like I genuinely, like, I'm not even a reporter per se, and I would never attempt to do that to Brett Yormark or any commissioner. I would never attempt in that forum to ask a gotcha question. My question would be more related to not so much Brett's stance or like pitting the two against each other. I more would have just asked, like, hey, like how does the conference move forward after, this issue? Like, how do you go about that? Because I would have said something like, Brett, we've never really seen anything like this before in college athletics in terms of, Brendan's case. But you as the commissioner of the Big 12, how do you help the conference move forward? What do you think that looks like? And then if he doesn't want to answer that, that's on him. But that's a perfectly fine question to ask. Like, that's a reasonable, logical question to ask. But instead, you want to go the route of, hey, I'm going to try and trip you up and fumble the hell out of this thing and not be able to ask the question in a professional manner, even though I know you're probably never going to answer it. Now I got to ask it 2 times because the first time I fumbled it, and I got to get embarrassed by being asked to stand up in front of everybody to ask my dumbass question again. Like, I will continue to say it. If you're going to try to go after someone, at least do it in a professional way. It's like what the Joker says. Like, this town deserves a better class of criminal/media reporter, and Lubbock's not giving it to you. And that, I think, is the biggest issue. Like, if this guy had asked it in a perfectly smooth and like clean ass way and was like cold-blooded with it, nobody would have batted an eye at this. But to your point, if you're going to say things like commish and you can't pronounce tortilla, like, you're just, what are we supposed to do with that, dude? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, I haven't the slightest idea how you fix it. And I think, again, my feeling is, and I don't mean to be redundant, you just have to move on. You just have to move on, man. Right? You just have to move on. Did he get drug tested after that question? I don't believe he did. KC Shrum Fan Club Smasher. It's like Street Fighter. Throw that flame. Indeed, he did. Indeed, he did. Angry Phil Venzer. Is that A's Stadium ever going to get built? Texas Tech didn't do their due diligence on Sorsby, so deal with it. Totally agree. Totally agree. Brown Eyes, Big 12 just protecting the conference and their members. Totally agree. Totally agree. There is a great line from an Aerosmith song. Well, if it's rock and roll, Mike Smith knows it. That fits with Yormark talking with Cody. When you talk to me in circles, take your foot out of your mouth. Spot on, bud.
Like, if you're going to go after someone, you damn well better execute.
How do you mispronounce commissioner and tortillas? Ryan Duffy. The most impressive Texas Tech Big 12 Media Day participants were the players in Yormark. Joey and the Tech bloggers were awful. I thought Joey did not handle that very well. I would agree. Jude was like that idiot Peter Ducey during a White House press conference asking a stupid question, thinking he's doing a gotcha moment. And the funny thing is, Pete Ducey's actually a really good reporter. Really good reporter. I had to Google Rockin' Pregame. Oh, is that what his name was? I think their platform got a donation from Fort Worth before being told to ask that question. Could have been. Could have been. I don't know. Welcome to the nightmare. Look at my Chrome Dome. Even what? He doesn't have a neck beard, though, Trav.
Dude, that thing is shiny as hell in your picture, though. I have to say, like, did you polish that thing before taking that picture?
But you see how shaped his beard is, Jake?
Yeah, nobody cares. We're talking about his head, not his beard. We're talking about his shiny ass head.
Wow, that's awkward. Even Yormark had him stand up, repeat the question. He still botched tortillas for the second time. It's wild. I think that reporter had a legit question, but he asked it poorly. If he had asked the commissioner about Texas Tech perception of fan base about unequal rules enforcement, he'd have got a better response. Totally agree.
Yep.
Yeah. Does anything good come out of media days? Yeah, the players. Julian Lewis saying that he wasn't reading defenses last year. It's a big one. Yormark threw a flame ball at that dude. Okay. Still on the video game run. Boyd Lake, SEO is king. Google me. I like that Yormark made him stand up and own it. Yes, sir. Exactly right. Rock and Rant, who hates Notre Dame because he's jealous.
Here I am.
And he's a Presbyterian. I have no idea if Rock and Rant is Presbyterian. Goddamn Gideons. That said, Texas Tech fan just needs to embrace the villain role. Inject the hatred into your veins as rocket fuel like a Monster energy drink. Cheers, B. Kane's got called convicts and thugs, internalized it. Yeah, Dan Sileo, stick him.
Dude.
God, do you remember Dan Sileo?
Don't even get me started on Buddy.
God, it's brutal. Jimmy Otson.
Hey,
Was
Jimmy.
that Lubbock reporter Cody Campbell in disguise? No. Cody's far worse looking. Mike's comment, best comment of the day. Ma, what are we going to give him, Morty?
Not a 2X long sleeve red Bill shirt.
Although I will give BDM credit. Darren Peterson's balling out.
Yeah, it's summer league, dog. Let's see what it is in the NBA. He looks good.
He's dominating anybody that's in front of him, which is all at this time of the year you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Jazz wind up with the better player between Darren Peterson and AJ Dibansa?
I don't know. Are you going to load manage the hell out of your roster and force them to lose games again? Or
Well, I manage my loads pretty well. So, you know, what the hell does a commuting tortoise have to do with college football? It's a good question. Good question. Dev MC, but what about OSU's paddles? Right? Like, shut up. Like the paddles, like they paddled us.
Yeah, okay, dude.
And you guys didn't do anything. They were paddling us.
Perhaps play a little game called Just a Tip.
Such a good point, Dev. Damn, did James just blacklist Mike? Rip, bro. Yeah,
Dude,
Mike.
he kind of did. He kind of did. Like, that's a great point, dude. That hadn't really crossed my mind, but he did. Anytime James says someone is the best or they're going to win a game or something, they inevitably lose the game and they're like out for the year with some horrific injury.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is fine. Why are you guys sending me videos about the Kansas jersey patch is fucking awkward. Like 3 people.
God, do I got to get another jersey patch video right now, dude? Are you guys serious? Like, is this real life?
I've never heard of this guy. He says he listens to the show every day. Hey, Morty and Trav.
Bro, if a bear takes a dump in the woods and nobody's there to see it, did it actually happen? Like, come on, dude.
He says is this the first time we've ever had a viewer with a I don't even know. Never mind. Raklava, is that a baklava reference?
Bakwa? Did I just hear that?
Bakwa.
Yeah, did I hear that correctly?
But he's here, and I love it because he did say Trav, and anybody referring to you as Trav is my friend. So, is this the most awkward jersey patch of all jersey patches we've seen? Never mind that they put a sportsbook gambling operation on the patch in stool water. This guy is...
Bro, this guy's cooking right now. Let's go.
This is an awkward jersey patch. I saw this yesterday. I meant to bring it up and I forgot. This is an awkward jersey patch. I'm not sure. And the problem is this isn't a real shot. It looks AI. It is crypto. It's a multi-year agreement with Ripple.
Yeah, I got a Ripple for you.
I don't even know what Ripple is.
Neither does anyone else, which is why they're doing a jersey patch deal.
Ripple sounds like a it sounds like a liqueur. Liqueur. But you're going to be able to have Monster and Ripple, whatever that is, on your jersey. But this is an awkward looking patch, which is what I've said a million times about certain women.
How many patch deals are going to get done on these jerseys now, dude? So you've got Big 12, you've got jersey manufacturer logo. Now you've got Monster, and now you've got XRP or whatever their logo is. Like,
is it, you mean the XR4 Ti?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. We're getting closer and closer to like Russian hockey league jerseys.
Yeah, I don't love this. I don't love this. XRP is trading at $1.07 a share. Congrats, Kansas. That's rough.
Yeah. I mean, get in now, right?
Yeah. For the record, I am not Presbyterian. Was raised Catholic, including Catholic high school. Gave it up for Lent one year and never went back. Those of us that are, it's funny, my current wife and I joked about this over the weekend.
Current wife?
Yeah, what do you mean? What?
Nothing. Okay, go. I mean, go ahead. Your current wife.
You know, the one I've been married to for 25 years. Anyway, the point is, my current wife, Mrs. Monty, and I were talking about religion and what it was like as kids being in religious families. Some of the memories and the flashbacks of, I'm still to this day terrified of nuns. As somebody who grew up Catholic, nuns were never hot and they always were mean. They were always, and I was always terrified of nuns. So there are so many, the Catholic guilt that still rages inside of me.
Even come up, like, hey, like, were you watching the news or something? Like, what happened?
I don't remember how we started talking about my affliction of Catholic guilt. I don't recall what we were talking about or how it came up.
See, if you never experienced Catholicism as a kid, you would have never been a Notre Dame fan. That's the whole point.
Well, that's a good point. And even though Mitch McConnell's probably dead in the hospital, it just brings me back to, I just got a notification that many in Congress believe Mitch McConnell is actually dead. You know, my point is, I don't know how we started talking about it. Catholics and stuff, but
yeah.
It's
I don't know, bro. I don't know. We're getting all these hype videos lately. All these.
Oh, is there one around the
videos?
Jake says there's a video. He just Trav just sent me a message saying that the Kansas video is in. I mean, it's not your president driving a big rig. Let's just get that out of the way right now.
And you're clearly not willing to go the distance like she is, but you know.
It's not a bad video. No. I like the X reference.
Yeah, not bad. Well, the X reference and then the Rock Chalk reference. That's a solid reference.
I have no idea what XRP is. XRP. No idea what that is.
XRT, XRX, I don't know, too many letters and stuff. I can't even pronounce tortilla today, so what's the big deal?
Yeah, anything more than 2 letters, I go to Texas Tech. Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's stupid.
Kid, it's a relax.
It's a joke, dude. It's a joke. That it's again. Don't pull a James and get all pissed off that we made it an intensive joke.
It was a joke. I was kidding. The patch will be on all jerseys at KU, correct?
And I had no idea that it would be on every jersey based on the video. Wow, thank you.
No, it's Euro football jerseys. Exactly. Chelsea Football Club.
Dude, I mean, how many patches are we putting on these jerseys, dude? How many brand deals are we doing? I mean, when do we start getting stickers on helmets?
And when's a player going to fall over one of the boards and snap his arm in half like Jordan Henderson did the other day?
That is nasty.
Did you guys see that?
That is we're not playing the video of that.
Jordan Henderson, the English football player, Liverpool legend, tried to jump over an advertising board, slipped, and snapped his left arm in half.
Good thing you don't need your hands to play soccer.
Good thing he's done. Brandon Butler, what a dick. Marty left the Catholic Church for the option to get divorced, right? Yeah. I mean, my current wife.
Yeah. Morty wanted optionality, you know?
My current wife. My wife puts up with so much BS just to be my current wife that I probably shouldn't joke because it'll happen. One of my high school teachers was a brother with the last name Genovese. This was in New York. Yes, the Genovese crime family. Genovese crime
Did they
family.
get married at MSG since they're from New York? Or
shut up, Trev.
How did that work?
The current Mrs. Monty is going to love that comment. You know. AJ versus Darren Peterson. Dad and I will be wearing my Peterson jersey at the Danny Ainge got me as pure white.
Hold on. What happened to Victor?
Yeah, what happened to Victor?
I thought Victor was your guy, dude. And hold on, you weren't a Darren Peterson, dude. You were an AJ fan. So what's the deal? Like, you can't be
You were a massive AJ fan.
Yeah, you can't be a DP fan. You're an AJ fan.
Well, you can be a fan of DP. Anyway, the point is...
Dilly.
Monty exposed to Notre Dame. James exposed to TCU. Same thing, right? Exactly. It's an intensive.
Same thing, dude. Same deal.
You know. I mean, growing up and still to this day, I give up fish for Lent. I don't give up anything for Lent. No. Who else was expecting Jane Lynch to rise from the dark in the hooded cloak and then drive the truck?
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different.
You guys remember the hillbilly woman? Jake, what was the show Ozarks?
Yes.
Ozarks. Remember the hillbilly woman in that show? And they're always violent with shotguns. Like when she says, and this is no different, and the way her mouth moves, she reminds me of a meth dealer who walks around with a shotgun killing people. That feels extreme.
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different.
What is that video about? We're going to truck our meth load through the wheat fields, through Elysium.
It's what it looks like, dude.
So awkward.
Legit, it looks like Elysium, 100%.
Georgia jersey patch just announced. SRT patches for everyone. Wouldn't that be awesome if Georgia rolled out with like a Scat Pack patch on their shoulder?
Bro pulls up in an SRT Durango with a patch on the side. Like, you know, like, come on.
Oh my God. Rock and Ramp. Big 12 jerseys, just a few of the rear from being NASCAR. Few on the rear from being, well, they're so awkward, some of them. Does BYU have a jersey patch?
Yeah, now they do. The monster deal.
But do they have another one? I'm surprised they don't have one yet.
They want to keep the purity of the jersey. I can't blame them.
I'm curious because I know one of my guys at BYU had told me they were close.
And let me guess, Crumble Cookie was the leading candidate.
No, they're going broke, dude. Crumble Cookie, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I have to imagine it's They have so many corporate sponsors. I have to imagine it's Qualtrics or something like that. After getting a yellow card while not playing minutes earlier, snapped his arm in half. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh, Stepanek, there's a place in Concordia, Kansas for nuns. They can retire too. They have a swimming pool indoors so you could swim with retired nuns, Monty.
I'm okay, dude. I'm going to pass on that, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like button casuals. Okay. Back on to Notre Dame. Why? Can we not? You're such a dick. The sad fact is both Miami and Notre Dame schedule sucks ass so much that I'm already in pregame for November 7th.
That ACC schedule, bro. ACC scheduling. We all know what it is.
I got to tell the smoker. I put the pellets in the thing. My wife says to me the other day that we're going to get a Blackstone. Do you know how traumatized I am by selling my Traeger before I moved away from Utah? Do you know how heavy a Traeger smoker is?
Well, that particular one was massive.
Bro. So difficult. BDM conned someone else into giving him a jersey. Shocker. You don't have no trouble asking. Let's just agree Notre Dame is going to kick ass in Provo. No, you're not. We're not doing this with you.
No, you're not a Notre Dame fan, dude.
Listen, Monty.
You're a BYU fan. You have been.
You love BYU. You love the Mormons. You love AJ. I'm going to beat ass. All of a sudden now it's let's just agree Notre Dame is going to win.
Yeah, so let me get this right. Since your boy choked on Jalen Brunson in the NBA Finals, you've now turned into a Darren Peterson fan, and you're no longer an AJ fan, and he's just not your guy because you're definitely not a Jazz fan. You're not a Jazz fan.
Come on, man.
Like, be better.
Yes, Darlene Snell. Yes.
Yeah.
Darlene Snell.
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different. Breaker, I'm on my way.
Breaker, I'm on my way.
I don't get it, dude. I
Darlene Snell.
honestly, God, would love someone to explain to me what the point of this is. What are you trying to do with this, dude?
I don't have any idea.
I genuinely don't know. And that's why I'm asking. Like, I don't get it. Like, is this an ode to, like, you're heading in a new direction or something? Like,
oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this picture. Holy rectum. Look at this picture of Darlene Snell. Tell me she's not the president. Are you kidding me? She is the president at Washington State. Look at that mouth and tell me that it's not, you guys, tell me it's not eerily similar.
Nation, it's a new era for the Pac-12. Are you ready?
Okay. At some point, somebody will tell Cody Campbell to shut up.
Oh no, we almost got out of here today without it. What is it this time, dude?
Ross Stellinger quoting Cody Campbell on the meeting in Fort Worth. We want to find a way to get all other Big 12 schools to elevate themselves. Everybody needs to do some version of what we've done. That's the path forward for this conference. A rising tide lifts all boats. So let me get this right. Every school in this conference should happy and excitedly pay a quarterback that's a gambling degenerate and then get into litigation and threaten litigation and reach out to the disgraced Attorney General of Texas and have him write letters that open the door for us to get our ass kicked. That's what you're advising Oak State and BYU and Utah. Everybody should do what you guys have done. Sign players without doing due diligence. Shut up. Shut up. Why does this guy have to talk? What did I tell you yesterday? Cody Campbell will talk and bad things will happen. Here we are. Why do you have to talk, Cody? Why do you have to talk? Stop talking. Stop talking. It's remarkable to me that why God, Texas Tech it infuriates me that Cody Campbell will not shut up. You need to be the brand in this league and you're not. Beat Oregon this year. Then we can talk. Win a playoff game. Don't sign quarterbacks that are admittedly gambling degenerates and then say we're happy to pay him the money. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And you're saying everybody needs to do what you do. So everybody should be the aggrieved party who's arrogant and believes that they're doing everything perfectly well. God, just shut up. Disappear. Just disappear.
This is embarrassing, dude.
Do you understand, Cody Campbell? You are the problem. You're the problem, man. You are the problem. Plain and simple. You are the problem. It is infuriating to me. It is absolutely infuriating to me. The irony about the Pac-12 Washington State video is that it's going to gotten more plays on this show than it's gotten the entire world. Very true. Elizabeth Warren launched a new campaign video. Yes. Rock and rant. So Cody Campbell thinks that every school in the conference should have an asshole entitled billionaire who cries when he doesn't get his way because that means they care. Exactly. Exactly right. Honestly, I hope Cody Campbell never shuts up. He's freaking content gold. Yes, he is. Randy writing, wow, Campbell just can't get out of his own way. Tech really needs to muzzle him. It's embarrassing. Yes, it is. I just don't. God damn it. This league needs Texas Tech so desperately. So desperately. And yet, the Big 12 reaches out to Texas Tech to have a meeting, a conversation, to create a path forward. And now you're saying everybody needs to do what you've done here. I can't even imagine it. Immaculate. Hello. Notre Dame and BYU, very good friends now. Yeah. Catholics and Mormons, bud. I will continue to say Cody Campbell's the reason that BYU is the biggest brand in this league. Because I think he's doing real damage to Texas Tech now. It just, Thor. What was worth Notre Dame unis or the Pac-12 commercial? But Notre Dame's release video on the terrible uniform was elite.
Mm-hmm.
Elite. Cody is that dog who is now walking his owner.
Correct.
That's very true. Very true. Very, very true. Big Daddy Magic. He doesn't have ovaries. Silly Timothy, I was an undercover BYU fan for my love of AJ. I always been a Jazz fan. My good friend Ryan Smith. Thick as thieves, those two. Will back me up on this. You have been a Jazz.
I don't have ovaries.
Sometimes. But you're a Victor guy. And I swear, if you renounce your love of Victor,
you lose all credibility if you are no longer a Victor fan, dude. I'm sorry. It just
you have to give the Bills sweatshirt back if you renounce your Victor fandom. Okay. BYU was the best ad for the Big 12, and frankly, the Pac was idiotic for not having BYU join them. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Joey Binko. Jake, you headed over to the Argentina practice facility to watch them practice. KC embracing Messi and the crew.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck.
Look, Trav.
Is that about cover it?
Are you not excited for... Is Kansas City alive with... Well, you don't really live in Kansas City.
Yeah.
It feels like the soul of Seattle left a little bit now that the World Cup's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Because this town was lit with the World Cup. It was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part about it, right? I mean, at least for me, is like, Kansas City is pretty spread out. Like, I don't live downtown the way you guys live downtown. So, like, I haven't had to deal with any of the issues of World Cup craziness. There's been like some, there's been coverage of like people, getting together and stuff downtown or whatever, but it's not, I just don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Man, it's amazing. The YouTube comment section defending Cody Campbell. It is incredible. Ren, oh Lord, you guys are stupid and jealous. It's as simple as that. If Cody Campbell was supporting Notre Dame, you would change your tune. I would not. And I've said that repeatedly. There's no excuse to sign Brendan Sorsby. Because if it was such a known secret that he was gambling at Cincinnati and Indiana, you can't sign the guy. It has nothing to do with him not supporting Notre Dame. Wait, I thought we had a drop here where he said Victor's the way. Literally,
Victor's the way.
I have been tormented for years by BDM with this.
Victor's the way.
Yeah, I agree. You have been. And he loves him some Victor Wembanyama.
Until he got bounced from the finals and looked
But
terrible.
now, apparently, he has turned to the dark side of Darren Peterson. Wow, that came out wrong. I am just telling you, BDM has sent me 50 million pictures of him and Darren Peterson.
Victor's the way.
Do you guys think Darren Peterson has any idea what he's getting into with Captain
I
Ovaries?
think he has no idea. I think he's just trying to be nice to fans.
My guy BDM. What a stud. Where's the picture? Where's the picture? Here he is with Danny Ainge. That's BDM and Danny Ainge right there.
Nice.
Let's see. Here he is with some other guy. I don't know who that is. Here he is with Darren Peterson. Rock chalk, my guy.
There you go.
Right. And here is, what is that? Is that Cameron? Here he is with Boozer, who the Jazz should have taken. I mean, he's got all kinds of photos. He's with, and then here's BDM sending me pictures of ducks in a swimming pool. Okay. I mean, this is what I live with every day, you guys. That's the life that I live. Oh, here's a video.
I don't want to hear a fucking thing about this Walker Kessler trade, all right? He wanted to leave. The Jazz got what they got from him. We got the fucking trailer park trash, Laker trash, Jackson Hayes. Kyle Filipowski's going to have him on the bench. I guarantee you, mark my words. As my honor as an Monty Show official gentleman and goodwill ambassador,
There you go.
Keontae George is going to have this locker room tight as hell.
Yeah, I think you're right. Keontae's a stud. But BDM's doing BDM. He does what he does. Yeah, at least BDM has a shirt on in those picks. That's very true. It's very true. Notre Dame have their Bavacqua and the greatest run ever, which was embarrassing, but still not on the level of Cody's dumbassery, dude. Bavacqua. Best 10-game run ever, Monty. When Bavacqua said that about last year's Notre Dame team, dude, I didn't think it could get worse. Bryce says, can't wait to see the Zoob fans shotgun caffeine-free Monster at tailgates. Why be a hater, man? Joey Smith told them not to drink it. They can't drink it. You know. Did you notice the Back to the Future quote in the semi-commercial? Roads, they're saying they don't need roads where the Pac-12 is going. Okay.
Yeah, that's over my head, dude.
Is that true? Did she? Let's see.
Cougs have always been willing to go.
Is she wearing a Vomero right there?
Cougs have always been willing to go the extra mile. This is no different. Breaker, I'm on my way.
I don't get the reference. She is wearing a Vomero, though, which is amazing because the Vomero is the best shoe in the business. I own 71 pairs of Vomeros. 50 days till week 0 starts. Can't get here fast enough. Why is Texas Tech allowing Campbell to run their university? It will end in Tech joining the Big West Conference because no one else will acknowledge their existence. Someone put Cody in his place. Who will? Who's got the balls to do it?
Nobody at Texas Tech does.
Who will do it? DP looks like another level with how fluid his game is. He's amazing. The question is always going to be, how many games will he play? Because I don't, and I'm not saying this because he's dominating in summer. Because I think it matters what he does in summer league. I think every dribble of the basketball for that guy is critical right now. His game and talent have never been the question. We were talking last year about him being the number 1 pick in the draft. And then he woke up with cramps one night.
Took too much creatine, you know?
Jane Lynch is looking for a truck stop. Exactly. All right, that's it. Show's over. The Monty Show is always presented by The Advocates at theadvocates.com. The best injury attorneys in the business. You do not want to miss the show tomorrow. I have some breaking news for you on the show tomorrow. Don't miss that. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. Change your life. Quite literally, it will change your life. That's tomorrow on the Monty Show, presented by The Advocates at theadvocates.com. Until tomorrow, say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.